All right, we are getting into the brand new festival, Hues of the Violent Garden. This is only day 1. Legends of Geshin? Oh yeah, okay. 1, 2, 3. Oh wow, there's a gap. Yeah, I'm excited for this. I've never got to participate in a festival yet. This will be my very first festival. Talk to Catherine.
Rebooting.
Catherine.
Hi, Catherine. We heard that you have a new commission for us.
That's correct. There's a requester who has submitted a designated commission for the two of you.
A designated commission? Sounds like it must be pretty important. What kind of task is it exactly?
There's no need to worry. This commission is not dangerous by any means. Perhaps you have heard that Inazuma will soon be holding a major festival, the magnificent Irodori Festival.
Irodori.
Yay! A festival! Oh, come to think of it, we haven't attended a festival in Inazuma for a while.
I never have.
The Yashiro Commission and Lady Yae are responsible for all the festival preparations. The one who has requested your help is none other than Lady Yae herself.
Oh, so it's Miko's commission.
You know Miko. She always has some unusual ideas in her head. You can bet a festival planned by her is gonna be one to remember. We'd better go to Grand Narukami Shrine and see what she needs us to do.
Lady Yae is currently at Yae Publishing House in Hanamizaka, so there is no need to go all the way to the shrine. In fact, she has instructed me to have you directly meet with her there.
Oh, well that's convenient enough. Let's go then.
Let's go. Alright, this is Yae's doing. The Strange Tale of Suko's Tipsy Tincture? Also, I missed something. Oh, a special invitation from Machine Cho. Friendship and writing. Wait, send invitation? I don't know if I should hit that yet. Look for Yae Miko. Huh. There she is.
Aratani and Kuroda, how are things coming along?
All the books and commission prints for Yae Publishing House were bound and sent out yesterday afternoon, Lady Yae.
Very good. And Murata?
We have already received word from Apex Husu and Sailing Breeze that the materials are all in place for Shogun Almighty reborn as Raiden with unlimited power and Pretty Please Kitsune Guji.
Well done. And what about you, Onodera?
No, he doesn't look like he's prepared. Oh,
Onodera?
God dang.
Oh, yes, Lady Yae. Everything is ready for the new issue release party.
Now, why were you... I don't know about that one.
You are the one who organized the plans for this release party. In other words, you are the team's fearless leader now. So please, show some confidence. Besides, there's no need to be nervous. This project is destined for success. I feel quite optimistic about it.
And Miko doesn't have a nose. Oh, no, there it is.
I shall specially grant you leave for the next couple of days, Onodera. Please take the opportunity to have a good rest. After all, you will be very busy on the day of the release party.
Yes, Lady Yae. Thank you very much.
All right then. Is everyone clear about their assignments? Good. We are running out of time, so let's get moving. Chop chop.
Chop chop. People, stations.
Ah, hello, little ones. I take it you have received my commission,
Some organizer you are! It's nearly time for the festival and you're still over here ramping things up for your light novel business! Shouldn't you be getting back to the Grand Narukami Shrine?
Whoa, Paimon, you don't want to get struck by lightning. Calm down.
You weren't thinking of dumping all the festival preparations on us, were you? If so, then you can forget it. Paimon won't accept such a commission.
Jesus.
My, such harsh words. It hurts to hear that kind of talk from you two. But as you can clearly see, I'm here working like a dog for the festival. Yet you say I'm not doing my job. Let me ask you, little ones. Whoever said that the festival must involve the Grand Narukami Shrine?
Huh? But isn't that a given? This is Inazuma after all.
Yes, that is true. But now that the Sokoku decree has been lifted, Inazuma is no longer the same nation that once resisted change tooth and nail.
Change tooth and nail.
Therefore, rather than sticking to the same old traditional festival, the Yashiro Commission and I have decided to shake things up a little. This time, we'll be holding an international cultural festival, distinctly Inazuman, but with a unique twist.
International cultural festival.
I suppose I should start by telling you the origins of the Iridori Festival. Legend has it that there were 5 poets in ancient Inazuma who were supremely gifted in singing and writing poetry. They are known as the 5 Kasen.
Oh, that's the thing that we just opened a second ago.
Every year, one of the 5 would present a collection of the group's poems to the Shogun for review, which would then spark culture discussions regarding those works. Thanks to them, Inazuma's culture blossomed and gained great influence at that time. As time passed, people began creating various tales based on the 5 Kasen. The Iridori Festival was also developed as a result to show appreciation for their works, which so greatly enriched our lives.
Sounds like a festival that's really rooted in culture.
Indeed. To describe it in the words of the ancients, it'd be refined elegance. Unfortunately, with the flow of time, people have gradually forgotten about the 5 Kasen and the festival.
Is it unfortunately the flow of time? I wonder why. It seemed like it was such a positive thing for them to just forget about it.
Which is precisely why I've decided to revive the Iridori Festival by holding a cultural convention featuring light novels.
But wait a minute, light novels?
What about all the refined, elegant stuff you just said?
Please stop looking at me with those baffled expressions. In ancient times, poetry was all the rage, but nowadays, the entertainment format of choice is light novels. The important thing is not the format, but the creative work itself. It is impossible to come up with anything fresh if you're stuck using some rigid format of the past.
She has a point.
Speaking of which, don't you think that the concept of focusing on the now perfectly suits the current Inazuma?
I'd say so.
And besides, it's a great opportunity to reintroduce Inazuma to all Teyvat through light novels. As they say, it's 2 birds with 1 stone.
To all to that. A whole lot of thinly veiled self-justifications.
Whoa, that was close. Paimon was nearly carried away by Miko's persuasive tongue. Come on, Miko! You can't fool us. We know you by now. This is all definitely stemming from your own personal interests.
I don't think so, Paimon.
I can't deny that my hobbies had no part to play in this. However, regardless of whether it's light novels or a festival, catching people's attention with a fresh concept is the essence here. Well, what do you say? Aren't you two even a little curious about what interesting things you might see at the festival?
Maybe a little. Oh, all right. Paimon's super curious now.
Well, that was easy.
Come, let's pay a visit to the venue in Rito together. I promise that it will give you a whole new perspective on the festival. There we'll meet a special someone who will tell you more about your tasks.
Special someone, you say? Okay. Now, in that trailer, there were a bunch of Raiden plushies. I wonder if that's here or not. Maybe not yet, because we haven't started the festival yet.
Race you!
Well, that's interesting. So what was it called again? She said it was the 5 Kassen? The 5 Kassen. Oh, I see. Okay. We're bringing back the Iridori Festival. Single-handedly. Oh, what's up, Pika? When the show starts, you will say, Tokunaga, hurry, show us a good one before I'll show up with a backflip. You just scare me from behind and I'll pretend to be shocked. That's too simple. Our goal is to become professional comedians. How can we make a name for ourselves if we don't give it all we got? Even a dog wouldn't laugh at tricks as old as pretending to be scared, don't you think, Pika? See? If you come over and scare me, I'll make it really funny. I'll show you if you don't believe me. What the heck? Pretty funny, right? Oh, Pika, you tell him if that's funny. I'm glad I stumbled across this conversation. Pretty funny, huh? Okay. Alright, we're going all the way to retail. Shine down. Can I swirl this? No. It should. Fontaine. The roads of Fontaine are built in mid-air. Oh, shoot. The wagons that people fly like egrets. It only takes a short while to get from one side of the village to the other. What about Sumeru? Sumeru locals have it more difficult. There are grass all over the ground after all. They eat and drink grass. There are no egg rolls, no dango. Poor Sumeru. If it weren't for my parents not letting me, I would probably be on the other side of the sea already. Ugh, rocky animals, flying wagons, please wait for me. I guess what they're saying is absolutely true. About Fontaine with floating roads. And Sumeru eats grass. I'll definitely see our Denjo character when that comes out, that's for sure. There they are! There it is! Oh my god, look at this! Doesn't look how it looked in the trailer though. The Iridori Festival hasn't started yet, and there are already so many people on retail. We have to wait for the festival to start to get one of these statues of Her Excellency, the Almighty Narukami Oshiko, God of Thunder. You're not here about the Shogun statues? Sorry, we've gotten so many inquiries concerning those recently. I actually am here for that. Thank you very much. Dude, they should actually sell it to you in the game. They look really cute. It's not a bad idea to give them to your favorite girl or children in your family. Oh, they don't give you one? That's tragic. I guess you wouldn't really be able to use it. They should give you one so you can put it in your Serenity pot. That'd be cool.
During the Iridori Festival, the area around the Outlander Affairs Agency will become the main exhibition space for light novels. Once things are in full swing, not only will there be lots of official and fan-created work on display, there'll also be exclusive giveaways, prizes, and new release parties.
Nice. Sounds good. Sounds good.
This small plaza in front of the International Trade Association will be called the Five Kasen Plaza during the festival, and nearby shops will be selling special light novel merchandise. You certainly won't want to miss out.
I love that Miko is in charge of this.
Wow. How should Paimon put this? It's definitely not your typical festival, but it sure looks like it'll be quite the party.
Yeah, it's like a light novel paradise. Get your light novels.
Huh. Miko, what are these blank boards in the center of the plaza?
Yes, those are...
Ah, Lady I did mention that there would be some reliable helpers coming to assist with the festivities.
There
it
he
appears
is.
she meant you two. At last we meet again, Traveler and Paimon. Tell me, how are you faring recently?
Imagine if you didn't do the quest.
Oh, it's Ayato! Wow, so even a busy guy like yourself is here to attend the Iridori Festival.
Nice. Love seeing everybody come together.
Preparing festivals falls under the Yashiro Commission's scope of responsibilities. Seeing as Lady Yae has poured her heart and soul into the preparations, I'm obliged to be equally dedicated.
Nice. Oh, look at the little posters up top. Of Miko and I guess Raiden.
Come now, Ayato. We're not strangers here. There's no need to sound so formal. We were just about to discuss the boards over here. They're related to our little helper's tasks, so I'll let you give them a detailed rundown.
Certainly. I assume you two already know that the Iridori Festival originated from the Five Kasen. These 5 boards are here for painting their portraits.
They gotta paint them on the spot?
This Iridori Festival is not only the first major festival to be held in Inazuma since the lifting of the Sakoku Decree, it is also an event deeply rooted in culture and the arts. Therefore, the Yashiro Commission has personally invited several cultural celebrities from other nations.
Hold on. Cultural celebrities.
For example, the artist we have invited to paint these portraits hails from the distant land of Mondstadt.
Ooh. Oh, is it gonna be Albedo?
The Yashiro Commission will arrange accommodations and food in Inazuma for each of the distinguished guests. However, we fear that staying in a foreign land may feel a little uncomfortable.
I could see that, you too.
Which is precisely why it would be ideal to have someone familiar with both Inazuma and other nations of Teyvat to serve as a guide for our guests.
I get it now, so this is our commission.
I knew you would catch on. It is our hope that you would be able to guide the guests from the harbor to their residence at the International Trade Association, while providing any necessary assistance along the way. This arrival schedule includes the details of the ships on which the guests will be arriving. All you simply have to do is go to the docks at the indicated times.
Sounds easy enough. Ooh boy. 2 days before the festival, ship and guest large passenger ship, barge from Mondstadt, a guest painter, Calax, and his dependent. Oh, so it's not Albedo. Who's Calax? Second day of festival. Let's see. Calligraphers, painters from Liyue, theater mechanicus. A guest writer, Genyu. Third day of festival, looks like 1 person. Okay. The day following the release event, small passenger ship, 2 persons. Interesting. Okay. 8 a.m., 10 a.m., 9 a.m., 10 a.m.
It's settled then. My, look at the time. I have to meet with my editors, so I must be going now.
Were those their names? Calax and... was it Zenyu or Zephu? Oh, I thought it was Albedo was the painter, but everyone else, I'm not too sure.
During the festival, most of the Yae Publishing House's editors will be staying near the Outlander Affairs Agency. If you run into any problems, you may find them there.
This festival requires the full cooperation of the Tri-Commission, and there are still many minor details which require my attention, so I must excuse myself for now. I'll leave the guests in your hands.
Is it starting right now?
All the details we need about the ships are on the timetable that Ayato gave us. Let's take a closer look and be sure to pick up the passengers according to the times written on it.
A blank canvas which will soon be used to draw a lovely picture of the 5 Kassen. This might sound a little cringy, but this is how I really feel. After I meet her, I want to leave my hometown and follow her to the unknown beyond. This girl is from Liyue, someone I had a fated encounter with not long ago. She's cheerful, clever, and carefree, completely different from me, someone who spends his entire life in Inazuma. When I was with her, I felt like my whole world was becoming something different. I wonder who it is. Could be. Oh, you know what? It should be, actually. Yeah, he was in the trailer, so I think it is him. Yeah, we'll definitely see Albedo, I'm pretty sure, because he was in the trailer, like heavily in the trailer. Unless I'm losing my mind. Venti will be there, Albedo will be there. Klee will be there.
According to the arrival schedule, there will be a ship arriving from Mondstadt today. The artist for the 5 Kassen portraits should be on board. The boat should be arriving soon, so let's head down to the docks.
Albedo! Oh, that's definitely her. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Hold on. I can't miss out on this. I need these fish.
What is it? Is it another Paimon?
Hold on, real quick. There's just 2 more fish.
That was a tough fight.
Oh, we got the Toma bonus too. Please.
Oh, Paimon's stomach is rumbling already.
I'll be back. You guys stay right there. Okay. Here we go. Let's see who gets here first. Oh, never mind.
Hello! You must be here to take part in the Iridori Festival. We're the festival guides, and we'll show you around.
Yes, that's right. We are bards from Mondstadt.
Lyra?
Word has it that Inazuma has undergone many changes of late. We hope to find fresh inspiration here.
These guests are all bards, aren't they? Well, where's Tondef Bard then?
Because she's just looking around, not paying attention to what she's saying.
Huh. Strange. He's pretty famous in Mondstadt. Do you think he didn't receive an invitation?
Even if he was invited, there's a chance he still wouldn't show up. That's true.
Huh? Why's that?
Well, you know, Venti's and...
Oh,
Yeah.
Paimon sees what you're getting at. Even though Venti no longer rules over Mondstadt, he's still an Archon. If he came rushing to Inazuma at the first mention of a festival, not only would it seem a little childish, it would also sort of be shameless of him too.
Speaking of childish...
Miss Honorary Knight, Paimon!
She couldn't even make it above the boat.
It's Klee! Were you also invited to the Iridori Festival?
Watch her say no. She wasn't.
No, Albedo's the one who received the invitation.
Okay, okay, that's not what I was going for, but that works too. So it is Albedo. There he is.
But because everyone in the Knights of Favonius has been really busy these days, Albedo arranged for someone here to issue me a dependent pass.
Pendant pass.
Greetings, Traveler and Paimon. After hearing that Inazuma was making preparations for the Irodori Festival, I predicted that I might run into you here.
Ha! Paimon knew it! Albedo's the one they've invited to paint the 5
I knew it too.
It seems that you already know why I'm here. Just so you're aware, I'll be using my pen name in Inazuma, Calx.
Oh, Calx is his pen name. Okay. That's something to remember, that's for sure. It's Klee, not Xiao.
Oh, by the way, do you know where the International Trade Association is? I'll be meeting with the editorial director of the Yae Publishing House there.
Yeah, the International Trade Association is where you'll be staying in Inazuma. We'll be heading there too.
Great. Let's get going then.
It's Albedo and Mario. Alright, Albedo, don't blow up Modsat. That's the last thing he said on this quest. Okay. Nice. This is exciting. All the characters are gonna meet each other. To my knowledge, I don't think anyone's ever been to Inazuma. Like any of the Modstaters. Let me grab this last. Oh, I have one bait left. Okay, might as well use it. This is gonna be good.
Wow, it's so beautiful here! So many things I've never seen before.
Slow down, Klee. Please be careful not to bump into others.
Albedo, the single parent. Not really.
Telling Klee so many stories about Inazuma during the trip was probably not the best idea.
What'd you tell her?
As a result, she could hardly sleep all the way here. It appears she's even more excited now that we've arrived.
Nothing wrong with a little excitement.
Strange. It seems that the editorial director, Mr. Hiroyama, isn't here yet. I'm certain he said that he'd be sure to arrive before me. This might be a problem.
What's wrong?
Mr. Hiroyama was supposed to meet with me and give me some reference materials about the 5 Kasen today. That way, I could better visualize the content for my paintings.
You mean you had no idea what you'd be painting before you arrived in Inazuma?
Klee.
I only know of the 5 Kasen by name. Because of the sheer age of the tale, very little has been passed down to this day. So Mr. Hiroyama decided to help me collect some more information.
Oh, shoot.
I'm the type of painter who can complete a painting quickly as long as I'm inspired. So I agreed on only receiving the details today.
So when do the paintings have to be done by?
In 5 minutes.
According to the festival plans, the portraits will be revealed one at a time throughout the various stages of the Irodori Festival. The first one, depicting Suiko, will need to be done before the festival's official opening ceremony, which is the day after tomorrow.
No, you got time.
The day after tomorrow? And you're already running out of time!
There's no need to panic. When I was working on light novel illustrations, because the manuscripts are shipped by boat, things were always tight and finished at the last minute. Just last month, to ensure the latest book of A Legend of Sword would be finished for the Irodori Festival, I had to complete the final chapter's illustrations the same day I received the manuscript.
Dang.
I heard that my illustrations were sent to print as soon as they arrived in Inazuma. I still don't know how well they turned out.
Paimon isn't sure if she should feel sympathetic for your working conditions or compliment you on your artistic genius.
Of course, I would still prefer to receive any possible reference materials in advance, so that I can be better prepared.
Someone get this man his materials. Speaking of which, Miko did mention.
Oh, right! The editors of the Yae Publishing House will all be around the Outlander Affairs Agency these next few days. Who knows? Maybe Mr. Hiroyama's over there too. We'll take you over there to see if we can find him, Albedo.
What is Klee doing?
Alright, it's worth a try. Klee, you haven't slept for a while now. Please stay at our residence in the International Trade Association and get some rest. We will be back soon.
Okie dokie. Don't worry, Albedo. I'll be on my best behavior.
Just keep those bombs away. Go to the Outlander Affairs Agency. She is. He really is. Till the bombs come out.
This can't be happening. The moment we need to contact Onodera is when he's on special leave.
Oh no. I know he was nervous for a reason.
Kuroda and I will go back to Inazuma City for an emergency printing run. The demand for this book is so high, though. Even with the emergency prints, it still might not be enough.
Despite everything, we're still lucky that we found out today. If this had happened a few days later, then we'd really be in boiling water. Hey, do you think that suspicious guy they found in the warehouse has anything to do with this?
No warehouse.
Well, the editorial director is on his way over there to investigate the situation as we speak.
Sorry to interrupt, but what's going on here?
Oh, hey, Traveler. Don't worry. It's nothing, just an internal issue. That's all. How can I help you?
Doesn't sound like an internal issue.
I'm looking for the editorial director, Mr. Hiroyama. Does anyone know where he is now?
Mr. Hiroyama is currently at the warehouse down by the harbor.
Oh, hold on a second, Murata. Excuse me, but you must be Calx, the one who was invited to paint the 5 kasen for the festival?
It's him.
Yes, that's me.
My name is Kuroda. You must be inquiring about information regarding the 5 kasen. I do apologize, but please make yourself comfortable at the International Trade Association, and I will let Mr. Hiroyama know to send you the materials right away.
Oh, no need. You guys look super busy, so we can go find them ourselves.
About that.
Excuse me, but is there something wrong with the latest volume of A Legend of Sword?
Huh? How did you know?
Since you were all aware that Mr. Hiroyama needed to send me some supporting materials, that means the editorial director didn't forget about it. Instead, something urgent must have cropped up. To add to that, despite being aware that I am Calx, you were still unwilling to let me go to Mr. Hiroyama directly. After considering these factors, the only reason you would try to stall me is if something happened to A Legend of Sword, which I did the illustrations for.
Well, I'm very sorry. The situation is just as you said, Calx. I suppose it doesn't hurt to tell you now.
How did that? What?
Earlier today, someone spotted a suspicious outlander sneaking around inside the Iridori Festival warehouse down by the docks. So they promptly alerted the Tenryou Commission.
Okay.
The Tenryou Commission was concerned about potential cargo theft, so they contacted everyone who was renting space in the warehouse. It was then that we realized that the latest copies of A Legend of Sword had suddenly gone missing.
Someone stole the books.
What? The books are missing?
Shh, not so loud. Not only is this book an eagerly anticipated release in the last phase of the Iridori Festival, but the author, Jinyu, will be personally attending the release party as well.
Oof. How do you say the name? It's like Jinyu. Shinyu.
Because of the dire situation, Mr. Hiroyama immediately hurried to the warehouse to determine whether the theft was related to that suspicious outlander.
I see. It would be a great misfortune if A Legend of Sword would not be released on schedule. And quite a disappointment for Jinyu as well.
Jinyu.
If Mr. Hiroyama has gone to the warehouse at the docks, then I'll go down to see if I can be of any help.
So the author of A Legend of Sword is Jinyu. Sounds familiar. Hey, isn't that Xingqiu's pen name?
Oh, is it?
Oh, do you know him?
Oh shoot. Dang. So I was right on Albedo, but I was wrong on that one.
Xingqiu would definitely be upset if he discovers his books are missing. Let's accompany Albedo to the warehouse too. The pen names throw me off.
Wonder who this sus outlander is. I wonder too. Paimon ate all the books on the way. Jesus.
Aratani and Kuroda are going back to Inazuma City to start printing extra copies of A Legend of Sword. I'll stay here and hold down the fort.
Oh, okay. The missing copies to compensate.
Of course, I still hope those novels can be found soon and that things won't take a turn for the worse.
Who stole all those books? You got a book thief. Oh, it's you again. I remember you. Alright, go to the warehouse near the docks. Oh, shoot. Got, oh. Is he the one who stole the books? No, he can't be the one. Kujo-Sara.
It's you! Why are you here?
It's you.
I'm here on behalf of the Tenryou Commission, of course. Is that surprising?
Hey, be nice to Sarah.
No,
please.
Sarah, Paimon wasn't talking about you!
Oh, good, okay.
So, Tone Deaf Bard. The suspicious outlander in the warehouse wouldn't happen to be you, would it?
Look at her face and look at the child.
Considering the evidence, it appears that the suspicious outlander is indeed me.
Why? What? Why are you stealing the books?
As I have told you, you are a suspect. Before your allegations of theft and illegal entry as a stowaway are cleared, you are to remain silent. Don't make me say it again.
Oh, it's just a suspect, okay.
Traveler, Paimon, do you know this self-proclaimed bard from Mondstadt?
Well, I can't say he's a complete stranger. You could say we're quite familiar.
Listen, Sarah. Knowing him, it's safe to say that he wasn't behind the theft. But what's this about being a stowaway?
Although he claims to be a special guest for the Iridori Festival, he's failed to present his invitation letter. Therefore, we can only suspect that he might have entered the country illegally. And just a moment ago, we caught him in a dandelion wine crate near the Sailing Breeze.
Could we ask him a few questions?
If it would help shed any light on the situation, then please, be my guest.
Oh, Venti! You didn't really come here illegally, did you?
Ouch, your words wound me. We've been apart for so long, and the moment we meet again, all I'm greeted with is grilling questions and suspicious glares.
You drunk already?
You arrived in Inazuma via similar means, or so I heard. You of all people should be more understanding, don't you think?
Similar means?
We had no choice.
I merely jest. Fear not, for the person who sent me the invitation is none other than Kamisato Ayato of Yashiro Commission. It's unlikely that someone acquainted with the likes of him would ever be here illegally, right?
Well, Kamisato Ayato invited you?
But why weren't you on the same ship as the other bards?
Well, once I received the invitation letter, I couldn't help but want to come to Inazuma a little early. It was then that I happened upon a cargo ship bound for Inazuma transporting dandelion wine. So, naturally, I decided to set sail with them.
Oh, gosh. Jesus.
Once aboard, I found the captain to be a kindred spirit, and I was treated to an abundance of fine liquor along the way. I must have fallen asleep in the cargo crate while carefully comparing the tastes of dandelion wine and Inazuman sake.
Carefully?
And when I woke up, I found myself in this warehouse with a Tenryou Commission general glaring at me from atop the grate.
I would have liked to be in Venti's spot.
Coming from Venti, this story is quite believable. But it still feels a bit...
Shameless, childish. Oh, I wouldn't say childish. I don't know. That's better than shameless, though.
Excuse me, I'm the owner of the stolen goods from the IA publishing house, and there are some questions I would like to ask you. Based on what you just said, it seems you've been in the warehouse for some time now. If that's the case, did you happen to hear anything unusual?
Actually, I did hear some faint footsteps around me a couple of times, but I didn't consider the sound anything out of the ordinary.
Hmm? But if you clearly heard something, why didn't you feel it was unusual?
Oh, I seem to understand now.
Huh? What did you notice, Albedo?
When it comes to burglars, they are generally associated with prying or rummaging through things. What Venti means is that he did not hear anything unusual like that. As for the sound of footsteps, because this is a warehouse where many goods are coming in and out each day, it is quite normal for people to be walking around.
I see. But if that's the case, then we're back to square one regarding the stolen books.
No, not quite. From the facts that have been presented to us, we can draw at least 3 conclusions now. First, whoever took the novels is not a spur-of-the-moment burglar. They had their sights on the books from the very beginning. Second, the culprit was very familiar with the warehouse, and might even have a key. And third...
there must be more than one criminal involved.
I knew you'd catch on, Traveler. One person couldn't possibly transport so many heavy books in such a short window of time. It must have been a team effort. It goes without saying that Venti clearly does not match up with our culprits.
Yes, I agree with your reasoning. Mr. Hirayama, the Tenryou Commission will continue by investigating the warehouse staff. If you come across any further clues, please notify us immediately.
Yes, understood. I'll leave it to you then.
I suppose I'm free as a bird then.
Not so fast.
I knew that was
Even though
coming.
we've cleared the theft allegations, we still haven't ascertained whether your arrival in Inazuma was legal or not.
Aw, 'tis a shame. I thought surely after my honest account you might let me off the hook.
Oh, what are we going to do with you?
Sara's quite the meticulous one. So, where's your invitation letter, Venti?
Yes, the invitation letter.
Oh my gosh,
Truly
what?
sorry, I can't seem to remember where I may have put it.
How could you lose something so important?
Don't be mistaken. I was well aware of how important it was. But I didn't bring any luggage with me, and the letter was too big to fit in my pocket. So I kept it in my hand the whole trip.
Jesus. Do you even have any pockets?
Strange. Though I had a little too much to drink, I know that I kept it in a secure place. I even recall being most pleased at coming up with a good idea at the time.
If you were holding the invitation in your hand the whole time, then why did you put it down?
Well, to properly compare the taste of Mondstadt wine and Inazuman sake, I had to hold a glass in each hand.
Oh my gosh. Venti is such a troll.
I couldn't both hold the invitation and a glass at the same time. But surely I wouldn't put it in just any random place. It could easily be misplaced.
Where on earth did you put it?
In which case, I believe there's only one place it could be. Have you figured it out, Traveler?
Huh? You're way ahead of Paimon. Do you two already know where the invitation letter is?
In his hat, in his cape, and his shoe. I'll be honest, I was thinking about his hat a second ago. I'm gonna say in his hat.
Ah, yes! I remember now. I knew you'd help me find it.
This is indeed an invitation letter issued by the Yashiro Commission. Now that we've confirmed this guest's identity, I have no further questions.
I wonder if you could actually do that wrong. Like, could you pick a wrong choice there? I bet you no matter what you pick, it'd be the right option. Maybe.
However, starting tonight, I would advise you to stay at the International Trade Association. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll be leaving now.
Bye, Sarah.
There goes Sarah. Alright, let's go talk to Mr. Hirayama about Albedo's reference materials.
Oh yeah, we still haven't did that yet.
Mr. Hirayama, I'm Calx. We had originally arranged to meet today.
Ah, yes, so you are Calx. I'm very sorry that you've arrived in Inazuma only to find such a mess. These are the materials regarding the 5 Kasen. All the information that we could find is compiled here.
Whoa. Oh, he doesn't have pictures? I thought he meant like a reference, like a picture, so he could paint it, not dialogue or writing. Suko, Aoi, Okina, and Akahito, Sumizomi, Rizome, Kiranushi. But the real names were lost in history. Suko Hut. Everyone in Inazuma knows the tales of the 5 Kazen, and the stories featuring them were all once in the rage of Inazuma. Most were probably lost during a great calamity 500 years ago. Oh, they were that old? Oh, shoot. According to existing literature, during the Golden Age, when many such stories were being created, they usually followed the same set of rules. 4 poems in succession, each telling a fragment of the story from Kazen's point of view, with the 4 together compelling the whole tale. What was curious was that no single chapter seemed to be narrated from Hiranushi's perspective. A free, sake-loving soul born into ordinary family. An old man accomplished in chess. He's also left a few novels. Some say he was actually a shogunate official who had not made his name until his senior years. Others say he was not a human, but in a very old kitsune form. A talented swordman who most likely came from a martial family. She was once a shrine maiden skilled in floral arts and dancing. And little is known about him, nor does anyone know who he really is. Maybe this explains the more varied versions of his identity and personality from story to story as compared to the other 4 Kazen. Alright, so we don't know about the last one. Yeah, that's interesting about the last guy. Everybody else kind of has a clean introduction and backstory. That was a long time ago then. A free, sake-loving soul born into the ordinary family. Some say he got the name Suko from the Suko hut that threats the cottage he lived in. Yeah, maybe we'll actually learn more about these people. I mean, we should, that's for sure. I butchered the names horribly, but... There's no one else I suspect, though. Someone might be in a kitsune form, possibly. A very old kitsune form. A swordman. This one might... I don't know. It could be something. A talented swordman who most likely came from a martial family. And has a habit of marking his works with a scarlet red seal. A scarlet red seal. I definitely feel like we're going to learn a lot more about these people. A skilled maiden with floral arts and dancing. Oh, this one you mean. Okay, she became the Shogun's personal attendant. Some say she was resigned from her position after she became famous and devoted herself to artistic creation. Others say she kept serving the Shogun into her old age. Dang, so everybody's like journey just kind of got flushed away into the history because no one knows how anybody, like, did these people die off? Are they still alive? Like, I don't know. I'd assume this person probably maybe did. Are these humans? Are these, like, different forms? I just don't know yet. That is interesting, though, about the personal assistant.
Let's see here. Yes, it's just as I had suspected. Monikers such as Suiko and Aoi no Okina aren't the real names of the 5 Kasen.
Aoi no Okina. They aren't the real names. What?
Though there were once many stories regarding each of the 5 Kasen, the validity of their contents can no longer be verified in present times. Alas, what a shame.
The validity of their contents can no longer be verified in present times.
But, at the very least, we know that most of the stories were written according to a similar style, so there is still something we may glean from this.
So, is the info useful for your paintings, Albedo?
I can't believe there's no picture or anything for him.
To some extent, yes. However, I must admit that it is still lacking and fails to fulfill the most crucial element. Inspiration.
I'm right there with you. I can't draw based off of that.
I am sorry that this information is not as exhaustive as you had hoped. However, it is not possible to gather anything more at the moment. Though, Lady Yai did say that there are many variations of the story about the 5 Kasen, and everyone has a different story in their heart. So all you need to do is follow through with what's in your own heart, and create something that you yourself find interesting.
That does sound like something Miko would say.
Thank you, Mr. Hirayama. No need to worry. I'll find inspiration for the portraits.
Great. I'll leave it to you then, Calx. Oh, and there's one more thing I need to ask of everyone. Tomorrow morning, Mr. Genyu, the author of A Legend of Sword, will be arriving in Inazuma by boat. If you see him, please do not mention the stolen novels for the time being.
Really? We're gonna hide that from him?
Whether the stolen books are eventually recovered or not, the Yaya Publishing House will do its best to ensure that the novel's release is a success.
I get it now.
You have my gratitude. I'll be going then.
Well, seems there's nothing more we can do here. Let's go. Huh? Betty? What are you doing over there? You don't want us to leave you behind, do you?
Traveler, Albedo, would you mind coming over here for a moment? There's something peculiar that I think you should see.
You find the books? So yeah, we're actually not gonna tell Xingqiu that his books are stolen. Interesting.
What is it, Venti? A piece of paper?
Indeed. When I awakened to find myself in the warehouse this morning, I discovered this paper in the cargo crate where I was sleeping. I didn't think much of it then. I thought it was merely a scrap piece of paper that had fallen into the cargo. After a quick glance, I stuffed it into a place nearby. But on second thought, I think it's worth having you take a look at what's written on it.
5 Kasen Splendor, Suko. That's one of them. Mine dwelling was far from the wider world, but for my fame, my peace was disturbed. In blue clad, I went before the Tenchikaku to present our work. But was that Ao's work was missing a page. I knelt and begged for the divine wrath to be sealed, and I told what I knew of what was, or how it was lost. Previous night, I can't read. Previous night, I had been drunk, and there's a person's shadow has passed over me. Some treacherous scoundrel must have stolen the poem, leading to my great loss of face. So somebody was stealing things back then as well. Why does this kind of sound like Venti himself? Not entirely, but oh wait, in blue clad, I went before Tenchikaku to present our work, but Ao's work was missing a page. This is getting real interesting. This is like CSI.
Let me see. Suiko chapter. Wait a minute. Isn't Suiko the name of one of the 5 Kasen?
Suiko.
The story told in this poem roughly boils down to Suiko getting tipsy and letting some poems that were meant for the Shogun get stolen.
Getting tipsy, he says.
Ah, this story sounds familiar to my ear. Where have I heard it?
Where have you heard it?
Seriously? It's literally the same story you just experienced yesterday!
Oh, indeed it is. Interesting, isn't it?
Seems related to the stolen novel.
Yes, I concur. The person who left this paper could quite possibly be the criminal, or even a witness to the theft. But why leave the paper here in such a fashion? And if the one who left it here was a witness, why didn't they attempt to stop the burglary?
Alright, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Meeting together in Inazuma like this is a most rare occasion. Since we've been busy from the start of the day, let us find an inn with good drink to keep our thirst at bay.
Hey! You just sobered up and you're already thinking about more drinks? And let's not forget that Albedo still has a portrait to complete. We don't have time to be slacking off.
No, it's fine. Let's all go for a drink together. It'll be my treat.
What?
Wait a minute. What about your portrait?
As I mentioned before, I'm the kind of artist who can work quickly once I'm inspired. And now, it seems I've found my source of inspiration.
Well, if you found it, then do it.
If I use a model as reference for the piece, we must pay him back with the appropriate recompense.
In that case, we'll need to order more dishes.
Is inspiration drinking?
One year, the poet Suiko made his way to Tenshukaku and presented the Kasen's work for the Shogun's perusal. But a page from the works of Aoi no Okina had been torn out, and Suiko was questioned regarding the matter. Suiko pleaded guilty. He admitted to drinking at the tavern the night before, and vaguely recalled a mysterious figure approaching while he was intoxicated.
Oh, so the...
You really came through, Albedo. You were able to complete the first portrait before the opening ceremony.
Oh, how do you do that fast?
Yes, it really is a sight to behold. Not only does it harken to the traditional style of Inazuma, but it also makes use of modern aesthetics. My figure is particularly striking. Even though I'm sound asleep in the portrait, I still appear as glorious as always.
If I were you, I would not want to be the one that's being showcased in this scenario.
Hey, don't get too full of yourself, Tone Deaf Bard. You were just a model. The person in the artwork isn't actually you. Well, Albedo, who will be your next portrait?
The next one will be Aoi no Okina of the 5 Kasen.
Albedo, might I suggest waiting a little before starting on the next one? Who knows? You might soon discover another story.
It's true.
Another story?
I believe he's referring to the possibility of finding another paper with tales of the 5 Kasen. According to the reference materials I was given, we've only found the first of a total of 4 chapters.
Do you think the mysterious person who left the first paper will strike again?
Probably.
It certainly is a possibility. Also, there are some points regarding the stories of the 5 Kasen that have left me rather curious. For example, the reference materials make mention of 5 legendary figures, yet all the popular stories only consist of 4 parts.
Because the last guy doesn't have any information on him.
It appears that throughout all the stories, there is never a chapter dedicated to Kuronushi.
Yeah, him.
Yes, I'm also curious about these stories myself. But who knows? They may merely be akin to the old saying in Mondstadt. Seeds of stories brought by the wind and cultivated by time.
Seeds of stories brought by the wind and cultivated by time.
So for now, we need but just wait patiently.
Oh no, that was the first day, wasn't it? Dude, that was sick. The moon and stars inscribed. Oh, hold on. Mondstadt bard Lenny is discussing poetry quite passionately with the Inazuma poet Otomo. Ooh, okay. The Mondstadt bard. Okay, there it is. Same thing. And he was used as a model for this work, and it shows Suki prone after getting dead drunk. It also incorporates some unique fashion features from Mondstadt. Benji seems to love this picture very much, and a certain someone has to remind him several times he's not actually the one in the picture. Oh, I wonder who that would be. Well, since Lenny's request seems clear, let's get out and head right away. There's a Klee quest too that you can do today. There's a Klee quest. Oh shoot. Oh shoot. Who are you? What are you? You're a fox? Welcome back, Almighty Shogun. Almighty Shogun. Alright, about it too much. It's just something I say in a novel. It's a tale of a loser shogun. What? As long as it sells, it's all good. The book sold pretty well. I shogun truly is a forgiving soul. What's with those ears? Oh, okay. I was about to say, what the heck?
Welcome
Rika.
home, Almighty Shogun.
Oh, that was her that said that. Yeah.
What a coincidence. I was wondering where I might be able to find you, and here you are.
I did not expect dialogue, I'll be honest. What's up?
Well, can't I come and see you when nothing is up? Alright, as much as I'd like to sit and chat with you, this time I'm here mainly for Klee. Before bringing Klee here, I told her many stories about Inazuma. It got her very excited to experience the local culture here.
Oh, she wavy to her? That's cute.
However, I've got other things to do in Inazuma this time besides painting the portraits of the 5 Kasen. Over the next couple of days, I won't have the time to show her around. Inazuma is not like Mondstadt. I can't just let Klee wander off by herself when I'm busy with other things. So I had to have her stay at the International Trade Association while I finish my work.
What else are you doing besides painting?
She hasn't complained, but I can tell she's not enjoying being stuck there on her own. Fortunately, I now have you and Paimon. So,
I like to use you guys.
Yay! Miss Honorary Knight's here! What you talking about, Miss Honorary Knight? Are we gonna go play?
Klee, are you saying you like to go and play?
Yeah! But Albedo is really busy. I can't go too far away or he'll be worried about me. Aw, Klee, you're such a thoughtful kid.
Unlike Paimon.
Paimon's very thoughtful, thank you very much. Paimon always thinks of you whenever she's eating a delicious slime.
What? Well, that settles it. You're very thoughtful.
Anyway, it is pretty cruel not to let Klee go out when she was so excited to come here.
We'll look after Klee.
Yep. Allow the almighty traveler and dependable Paimon to bring Klee on a tour of Inazuma.
Oh shoot. Let's take her somewhere interesting. Let's introduce her to someone interesting. Let's go with someone.
Klee, do you want to go play with Miss Honorary Knight?
Yay! You bet I do!
As you know, Klee is our Spark Knight. You must keep her safe and sound. By which I mean, try to keep her out of trouble.
Yeah, exactly.
For instance, if a mountain in Inazuma was to lose one of its peaks, or if there were an explosion somewhere in the city, Klee could very well get in trouble.
Yeah, no explosions.
Glad to hear it.
I promise I'll bring you back an awesome souvenir, Mr. Albedo.
Great. I look forward to it.
Yeah, let's not blow anything up.
Cool things to do in Inazuma. Try the local cuisine, visit a shrine. What do you want to do, Klee? Cuisine? What's that? You know, food and drink. Hyman just meant we could take you to a local restaurant. A restaurant? Yay! Snack time! Got it! Alright, snack time it is! Let's go!
Oh, this is like a good picture right here. Wait. Wasn't her name one of the costume? Or no? Well, I mean, it was, but it wasn't. Oh, it is, but there's more to it. Maybe it's like our last name, maybe? I know Akonia.
Wow, something smells so good. I think it's coming from the steaming thingy. Miss Honorary Knight, look at this noodly soup. It's so pretty. There's so many nice things inside.
Noodly soup.
It's not noodly soup. It's tonkotsu ramen, actually.
Oh, so, what are those yellow and red thingies on that plate?
Is it a corn dog?
You're kidding, right? Those are tri-flavored skewers.
And what about this little yellow cake?
That's cake.
That's an egg roll. They're amazing. Have you really not tried one before?
Wow, tonkotsu ramen, tri-flavored skewers, and egg rolls. They all sound delicious.
Klee's making a friend. Well, he sounds kind of rude, actually.
They sure are. Guess you're not from around here if you haven't tried any of these before.
Never mind.
Let me buy you an egg roll with my allowance so you can get a taste of our Inazuman food.
He's gonna buy her the egg roll with his allowance. This kid is...
Really? But Master Jean said I shouldn't go taking other people's things. Also, that's your allowance, right? Taking another kid's allowance just seems kind of wrong.
They are so wholesome.
Oh, I remember you. You're Yoimiya's friend. How come you know how to make egg rolls?
Egg rolls are a piece of cake for this gal. Why don't you make some for Klee and Iwo?
Iwo. Sure, I'll throw some in there for you.
Really? Wow, Paimon is so touched. You're learning.
Oh, for a Paimon too. Okay, I was like, what?
All right, we'll be waiting on those egg rolls.
3 egg rolls later. Who's Yuko? Oh, the guy behind me.
Special yakitori for sale.
Hey, ma'am, do you really know how to make egg rolls? If you're not confident in your cooking skills, you can always go buy them from Shimura Kanbei's shop instead. I promise I won't make fun of you for it.
Miss Honorary Knight, what do egg rolls taste like?
Oh, hold on. Give me 1 second. Barbecue sauce. That actually sounds good. No alcohol. We don't serve alcohol here. Oh, I actually get something from him. The onigiri are freshly made today. Nice. Finna find out.
bake and cook them. You're awesome, ma'am.
It's sweet. So yummy.
I wonder who's the NPC here and who's the playable character.
Yep. It's delicious. Traveler, you are the best.
Yeah, these egg rolls are pretty good, but I still think Yoimiya's are better.
Oh, the burn. She knows how to make egg rolls? That's shocking.
Who is Yoimiya? She makes egg rolls too?
She's a superhero. She runs a fireworks shop.
Yoimiya can do anything. She tells stories, keeps goldfish, makes fireworks, and gives us candy too.
Oh, he's one of the kids that, yeah, in that quest.
Yoimiya's pretty much the best and most awesome person ever.
For me, the best, most awesome person in the world is my mom. And Klee knows loads of other great people too, like Mr. Albedo, Miss Honorary Knight, Master Jean, Kaya. Sure, she's not going to name everyone she knows.
Oh, well, I don't know any of those people. But anyways, I still want to introduce you to Yoimiya. If you want, I'll take you to find her. In most festivals, Yoimiya's so busy that you can never find her. But this festival's different. She has free time, so she can play with us.
No shot.
She seems like she hasn't been in a great mood recently. But maybe seeing you will cheer her up.
I wonder why.
Okay, let's go play with Yoimiya.
Special yakitori for sale.
Go to Naganora's fireworks. Guide to free. Oh, thanks. I need that book. We should talk to everybody. Apparently, everybody's giving me free stuff. And me and the kids.
Yoimiya, don't be sad. Oh, I know. Let me tell you something that'll cheer you up.
Wonder why she's sad. Maybe it's because she can't put our fireworks up.
Yesterday, I won 3 beetle fights in a row against that guy with the horns on his head.
I won 3 beetle fights. The guy with a Ito?
Wow, Matsuzaka. Nice work. It's not easy to beat Ito. Don't worry, Yoimiya. Maybe you can't light fireworks during the Iridori Festival.
Oh,
There
yeah.
are still lots of other fun things to do. I know. Thanks, you guys. It's just that fireworks are banned in the city for a few days. I'm not that upset, really.
They're banned.
Yoimiya, it's me.
I thought that kid was that kid. Alright, he's wearing blue, he's wearing green. Gotcha.
I want to introduce you to a new friend, an Outlander girl. I just met her. Wait, what's your name again?
Klee. My name is Klee.
Oh, you two are gonna get along really well.
Nice to meet you, Klee. I'm Yoimiya, and I run Naganohara Fireworks.
Hello.
I love the cute outfit, with the hat and the cool little symbols. So unique. And your backpack, wow, it's really well made.
That's a 4-leaf clover. Mom and Master Jean said it can bring me good luck.
Really? That's awesome! I bet everyone would love one of those. Also, that little fairy on your backpack is super cute, too.
Very.
That's Dodoko, my best friend. We always go fish blasting together in Starfell Lake.
Fish blasting.
Oh, Dodoko? What an interesting name. I really like it.
Yep. My mom says that when a Dodoko is born, it rides the wind and goes off on a big adventure.
Ride the wind and go off on a big adventure? Klee, your mom sounds like a very cool person.
Yep, my mom is the best and most awesome person ever. And Yoimiya, Wow was right. You're a really cool person, too.
Thanks, Klee. I feel like we really get each other. We'll be great friends, I'm sure of it.
It's so heartwarming watching these two chat away.
Hey, Klee! Since you like four-leaf clover so much, why don't I make a firework with a four-leaf clover pattern and set it off for you?
You can't. At least not right now.
Yeah! And after the fireworks, we can go fish blasting with Dodoko. Hold on a second. Fish blasting? No way. Albedo was pretty clear about that.
Yeah, maybe later. Oh shoot, they can't, cause yeah, it's banned for the festival, and she's only gonna be here for the festival. Dang.
Oh, oops. I get so excited that I completely forgot about that.
Unless you go somewhere else.
The folks from the Yashiro Commission specifically warned me that no fireworks are allowed in Inazuma during the Irodori Festival.
Wouldn't you want fireworks to happen during a festival?
What? It's not allowed. But... Aww. Okay, then. Hey, come on. You just made a new friend. It's a happy occasion. Why are you suddenly so upset?
Everybody's just down and out now.
Yeah, we still have loads of things we can do.
Let's go check out the Irodori Festival.
Right. Just like Saika said, there are lots of fun things to do.
Saika?
What do you say, Klee? Sounds like the Irodori Festival could be a real blast.
Okay then, let's go!
I'm assuming that was the kid? Yeah.
I still don't get why Yoimiya is upset.
Dummy, Yoimiya is upset because she can't set off fireworks for everyone during the Irodori Festival.
She sounds like a grown adult.
It's alright. I know Yoimiya's upset because she can't light any fireworks. You should go with her to the Irodori Festival. I'm gonna take my strongest Oni Kabuto and go beat that guy with the horns on his head in a beetle battle again. I'll cheer Yoimiya up in my own way.
Nice. Come back in a couple of days. Oh, alright. Oh.
This way.
What's going on here? Oh, I see.
Here we are, the venue of the Irodori Festival. Look at all these stalls. It looks super fun, doesn't it?
Would you look at all those chickens?
Outlander Brigade. When the wind of death blew towards the blonde samurai? Oh, what a long name. Must be a new one. I've never heard of it.
By Kawabunga Iki. Yoimiya, this is a really strange name.
Kawabunga.
Who's this Kawabunga? It's pronounced Kayabuki Ike. That would be me.
Oh, shoot.
Outlander Brigade is a new series of mine, and When the Wind of Death Blew Towards the Blonde Samurai is the first volume.
Outlander's Brigade? Is it a story about the best of friends? Kaya says that every good story has to have best friends in it.
Absolutely not. I would never allow such cliches in one of my novels.
Jesus, dude.
This is a book about betrayal, blood, and tears. A long and lonely struggle. A stubborn samurai's path to the truth. This is the kind of story that needs to be told.
This guy not realize he's talking to a child?
Oh, is that right? Well, I'm not sure that's a very, suitable story for Klee. We might keep looking around.
Hey, miss! Don't go! Are you sure you don't want a copy? I'll give you 40% off.
Flowers for Princess Fischl. Oh, look! It's Fischl's story!
It's for sure.
That's right! Flowers for Princess Fischl. Have you read this book before, Klee?
Nope, but I know Fischl's story. Fischl always hangs out with Oz. Everyone in the Adventurers Guild knows. It's just like how me and Todoko are always together. I wonder if Todoko is getting bored now.
Oh, Klee, I'm afraid it can't be helped. There are a lot of flammable items at the festival, and we have to be careful not to start a fire.
Darn. It seems like even the Iridori Festival can't cheer Klee and Yoimiya up. There must be plenty of things you can do with Dodoko besides lighting fireworks and going fish blasting.
Yeah, like,
Like painting or writing a story? I go with painting.
Wait, so that's what you're suggesting?
The Iridori Festival is the perfect occasion for storytelling.
That's right! The Iridori Festival is a place for putting your work on display. You could show Dodoko's story for everyone here!
Think of it like Dodoko playing with everyone. Or everybody.
Bingo! What do you think of that idea, Klee? Mr. Albedo taught me how to paint. I can paint the story of Dodoko's adventure in Inazuma.
That's very imaginative. I think it's a great idea. We could even put the finished story on display at the festival.
Yay! Great! Dodoko will be so happy.
Perfect. Okay, so I have some paper, paintbrushes, and paint at the shop. Let's go to the shop and paint your story there.
Nice.
Yay! Let's go! Let's go!
Palmer just floats on by.
Those two can run so fast when they're motivated. We better catch up.
Get a picture of Klee and Yoimiya. Oh god, this looks like she's eavesdropping on them. Hold on. Oh no, don't go on your idle animation. She might go back, hold on. There you go.
Klee and I just had a discussion, and we've decided
We're gonna blow up Inazuma.
We're gonna keep the content of the story a secret from you guys for now.
obviously I can't tell you why. Or you'll see. Don't worry.
Oh lordy.
You can keep exploring the festival while we're busy in the shop. We'll be here when you get back.
Come on, Yoimiya, we should get going. Let's go inside and start painting.
This cannot end well.
Paimon was hoping that we could all paint together. So unfair. Actually, Paimon's got an idea. Come on, let's go around to the windows and take a sneaky peek.
Oh gosh. Is that actually the... Oh my gosh. It's actually the objective.
So, what does Dodoko do after getting to Inazuma?
Dodoko goes to eat tri-flavored skewers, tonkatsu ramen, and egg rolls.
The writing sound.
Ooh, that sounds great! Is that what you're painting? It looks beautiful! Once you're done painting, let's go get it printed. We'll print a whole bunch of copies and go hand them out at the festival. Although it'll cost a lot more to get it printed. Let me see if I've got enough saved up.
I certainly don't.
It's okay, Yoimiya. I have some more. Look!
50 more is probably not quite enough. Well, if we don't have enough, we can ask the Traveler for ideas.
Miss Honor literary night has helped a lot already. I don't want to trouble her. So, I think I should just go fish blasting to earn some mora.
I knew it was gonna end well.
No fish blasting. Paimon and the Traveler said so.
Oh, then we've got no choice. We'll have to go see Mr. Albedo.
Who's Mr. Albedo?
He's my older brother. He's super duper smart. He can do anything.
Oh, older brother.
And he knows how to paint, too. He paints Hilichurls, Kaya, and even Dodoko. That's why he came to Inazuma this time, to do paintings for everyone.
Oh, is that right? Then I guess Mr. Albedo must be an artist working with the iPublishing House.
An artist? Oh, that means he has 2 jobs. One as an alchemist, teaching Sucrose alchemy, and the other as an artist, doing paintings for people.
Alchemist.
Yoimiya, let me show you something. Mr. Albedo taught me you can paint Dodoko's color like this.
Wow, I can see the resemblance. All right, I'll paint the streets, and Klee, you fill in Dodoko's colors. Hey, you can even write the story over here to explain what's happening in the painting.
Okay, let's write this.
They're just eavesdropping on the whole.
Oh.
Shoot! Paimon didn't hear the last part.
Dodoko sure had a lot of fun in Inazuma.
Those two sound like they really did go on an adventure with Dodoko. They couldn't be happier.
Yes, they did.
Now, we have to get Dodoko's story printed. Come on, let's go to the iPublishing House.
Go to the Yaya Publishing House. Just sat there and listened to the entire story outside the window. Oh, Lord.
Here we are. This is the Yai Publishing House.
That publishing house. Ooh, it's Auntie Aratani. I know Auntie Aratani.
Auntie.
Auntie? Who's that calling me Auntie? Oh, it's the little girl who came with Mr. Calx. How can I help you, little girl?
Auntie Aratani, can you help me get Dodoko's story printed so that everybody can see it?
Dodoko? Oh, so you've been writing a story, huh? Is Dodoko the main character?
Not only that, Dodoko is also real. Look!
Huh? I don't quite understand.
We'd better explain this to her.
Black screen.
Oh, I see. Oh, I'd love to help you make this wish come true, but I'm sorry. The deadline has passed for accepting printing orders for the Iridori Festival.
Auntie, are you saying Dodoko won't be able to meet everyone after all?
Oh, I'm sorry, little girl.
Oh, Klee, don't be upset. You still have me and the Traveler. We'll think of something. Miss Aratani, is there any way at all we can still get this printed? We can pay extra. And if you're short on staff to help with the printing, I can pitch in.
Miss Yoimiya, I understand your sentiment, but I'm afraid it's not as simple as that. We've been printing many people's personal works for this festival, and a lot of the books are already well behind schedule. The printing press is already working overtime to try and catch up. At a time like this, we really can't squeeze any more jobs in.
What do we do? Seems like we might have to give up on this idea.
No, I won't let that happen. I remember this one time when I was little. Pop said he'd take me to the festival, but he was so busy with work that he forgot all about it. I waited, and waited and kept wondering when Pops was finally gonna take me there. Eventually, people started coming home from the festival. That night, I cried miserably. To this day, I still remember how sad I felt. I don't want Klee to feel the same way. If we can't get it printed, then we'll just have to find our own way. I can paint. Over the next few days, I'll paint as many as I can. Then we'll take those to the festival.
My, Yoimiya has quite a determined spirit. I like it very much.
It's Miko, and Albedo too!
We heard everything.
Oh, Lady Ai.
It's okay, I know. You were just following the rules. Plus, we really are quite behind schedule with the printing. But our mission at Yae Publishing House is to bring dreams and happiness to the masses. It would be a crying shame if we couldn't even help one adorable little girl fulfill her wish. Let me think. Oh, I know. Yoimiya, little girl, you can print your book, but on one condition, okay?
Of course, Lady Guji. Just tell us. Whatever this condition is, I am ready to face it.
Dear me, it's nothing that horrendous. You make it sound like I'm some sort of wicked witch. All I mean is, if you want to get your work printed now, there is only one way. You have to combine it with another print. However, there is only a small amount of space remaining in the book in question. Your book is too big, so you have to reduce it to about half the size to make it fit. Is this a sacrifice that you're willing to make?
Klee, Lady Guji is saying that we can print the book if we shrink it to half the size. Are you okay with that?
Yup, I am! Thanks, Miss Guji Lady!
Guji Lady?
What an adorable little girl. Well, that settles it. Aratani, make sure it gets printed with tonight's batch.
Yes, Lady Ai. I'll get right on it.
Well, that worked out.
Combining the prints is a plausible solution, but it'll cause a lot of extra work for the printing press. I am terribly sorry about that.
No problem. Just think of it as my greeting gift for little Klee. Besides, the Yae Publishing House will need your help with the illustrations again next time, Mr. Calx. You could also consider it as my investment in you. All right, I won't disturb you two any longer. Bye-bye now.
Bye.
Yay! Everything worked out perfectly. Now, we just need to wait for an update from the Yae Publishing House.
Yoimiya, Traveler. Thank you for keeping Klee so exceptionally well entertained for me.
No worries.
You should spend some time with Klee too, Albedo. I mean, he's busy. Can't.
Yes, you're right. Klee is family, after all.
Wait for printing to finish on the next day. Alright, let's see what happens here.
Look, Miss Honorary Knight, Auntie Aratani brought us Todoko's story. Now we can finally see what secrets Klee and Yoimiya were keeping from us.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's really nothing that exciting.
It's the story of Todoko and me.
And me. And you guys.
You put me in the story? You put me and Paimon in the story? Just leave out Paimon? Oh boy. All Dodokos must someday ride the wind and waves and go on an adventure. The gentle and beautiful mother once said that, and just as she had predicted, our Dodoko was so happy when its best friend Klee said that she was going to the Nation of Lightning for an adventure. Of course, Dodoko loves eating delicious food with Klee at Good Hunter and loves listening to the bards sing. But Dodoko loves counting the stars in the sky and twisting flowers into garlands together with Klee more. After all, Dotako's along to ride, all Dotako's along to ride the wind and waves on an adventure. To get to Inazuma, one needs to pass through the wild winds, pass over the great waves, and endure the terrifying trials of thunderstorms. But Dotako did not fear the howling wind, for that was the blessing of the Animo Archon. Dotako did not worry about the rolling waves either, for it was very brave. As the booming, crashing thunder, while calming, facing all challenges that crossed their paths in the way of the Dotako clan. Of course, Dotako didn't want Klee to have to brave such dangers, but as best as friends, they were bound to protect each other. And Dotako didn't want to be apart from Klee anyway. Without Klee, adventures would be like sweet flowers that could not bloom, lonely and sad things. Even if Dotako were to cover every inch of Teyvat by land or sea, it would be meaningless. So there would be no point in hesitating. Dotako and its best friend Klee were off on an adventure. If they rode on a boat, they wouldn't be able to fly freely in the If they rode on a boat, they wouldn't be able to fly freely in the sky or swim happily in the sea. But they have Klee's smile and Albedo's stories, and that was a good trade. Oh. It's like a fairy or like a fox or something. In Inazuma, the nation of lightning, the flowers and grasses are all purple, and the fish and the birds are also purple. Everything is purple. Albedo would probably run out of the purple paint, trying to paint it all. Unfortunately, he couldn't be around to draw the Klee and Dotako. Albedo was an adult after all, and sometimes adults have to do adult things. Fortunately, Dotako still had Klee. Klee would often find the happy things to do as long as Dotako was with Klee. Dotako would never be bored. He also had lots of friends in Inazuma like Miss Ordinary Knight, Paimon, and Yoimiya, and they all joined Dotako for the most fun adventure ever in Inazuma. Hooray for adventure! Miss Ordinary Knight took Dotako up the tall Mount Yugo. When they got to the sacred Sakura, they were so tired from all the climbing they fell asleep. And when they woke up, everyone had grown wings like a tengu. Klee's wings were red, Yoimiya's were gold, and Miss Ordinary Knight's were blue. As for Paimon could fly without wings, so Paimon didn't grow any. Everyone opened their wings up, causing a huge gust of wind to roll forth. Shroom in the Shrine Maiden's hair was all messed up. Oh no, look, she looked angry. Better run, quick. Oh, Miko? Oh gosh. Adventure truly was fun, but a growl, Klee's stomach started calling out. Oh no, how could we have forgotten? Eating is the most important part of adventuring too. Nom nom, and everyone ate the onigiri they bought along, and they all had a great time. Dotako and Paimon finished their share very quickly, and as the very, very full Dotako looked at Klee's smile, and it couldn't help but think meeting Klee and the others is the most happiest thing that could have ever happened to Dotako. Oh, this is too cute. Like how Klee is small, or like everybody else is small, but Klee is like, that's normal for her. And Paimon. Oh yes, if you are reading this, you are surely part of this big adventure. Adventuring together, laughing together, enjoying good food together. If you experience this together with everyone, then you must be their good friend. In which case you're invited to Yoimiya's fireworks show as well. Albedo's in there too. While everyone was happily watching the fireworks, Yoimiya said, as long as our imaginations don't run dry, our minds will be freer than all others. And Klee blurted out, we'll always be the best friends. See, Dotako was so happy to be together with his good friends, and now you are Dotako's good friends too. So you too should go on a grand adventure with your friends. Oh, this better get the most attention in the festival. This was amazing.
Paimon's in the story too! This is Paimon's first time featuring in a printed book! Woohoo! Paimon's gonna be famous!
course we included Paimon. This is the story of everyone's big happy adventure with Dodoko.
This story is me and Yoimiya's gift for Miss Honorary Knight.
Lady Yai wanted me to inform you that since this book was printed together with another work, there are many more copies than you may have anticipated.
I wonder what I got mixed with.
We won't charge you a printing fee, but in exchange, the extra copies of your book will be included as a free gift with purchases of the other book. Is that okay with you?
Oh, are you sure? I mean, it's fine by us. But what does the author of the book think?
Actually, the book that yours was printed with is called the Tevat Travel Guide.
Oh, shoot.
Hey, that's Mommy's book!
Wow, how did that work out like that?
So, Klee's mother is a writer? Huh.
Klee's mother, Alice, is a renowned adventurer in Tevat, and the Inazuma edition of her popular Tevat Travel Guide series is set to be released imminently.
Nice.
Lady Yai has already decided on how to promote it. A joint endeavor by Tevat's biggest and best mother-daughter adventure duo. It's sure to be a huge hit.
Nice, that worked out perfectly. I was like, I wonder what it's going to be paired with, but there you go.
Paimon knew it. Miko would never do anything for free.
A typical move by Lady Yai. It works out well for everybody, doesn't it?
You gotta make that more.
Yup. I'm super happy because my book gets to be released together with Mommy's book. It's like me and Mommy going on an adventure together. Oh, I'm so glad I came. The Iridori Festival is the best!
Let's go, boys. That worked out extremely well. Oh, and nice, you have the book to keep too. Nice. Let's go, Dodoko. Well, that worked out very, very well. I was like, it's gonna be paired with something like some nonsense or something, but nope. It's her own mom's book. Alright. Well, I think that was the first part of that. There's still the other thing. There's still this. Okay. Oh, yeah. I see. Oh. Huh. Oh, how did it? There it is. Oh, I did see it. Okay. So this is why it popped up. Okay. Also, I can't get a good shot of it. And okay.
Please, see that he stays safe.
That wasn't too bad. I was thinking like landmarks, but they give you no indication whatsoever. Alright, what else is there specific to Inazuma? I think. Inazuman materials. Oh, the dendrium flowers, maybe? Possibly. Nakuweed, maybe? Nice. And what does Raiden need again? Those fruits, which maybe that could be it too. Nice, it was. Okay. Thought it was the flowers, but nope, it's these. Nice. Oh, I'll take that. Yes, sir. Well, there you have it. There was the first day of the Hues of the Violent Garden, or the Violet Garden, not the Violent Garden. That'd be a whole different quest. I loved it, enjoyed it very much. Klee was adorable, and we have so much more content to go. That was only the first day. So who knows how much content there is. It's listed, but we don't know how in-depth it's going to be, how long it's going to last. We still have the Xingqiu thing to do, and that's at the very end, I assume. But yeah, there was the main quest, the Klee quest, and then there was also the little take 4 pictures quest as well. So that was all of the festival content that we have so far. That was all jam-packed into one video here. Day 2 is right around the corner, so go ahead and play it for yourself first, and then feel free to come back and check out everyone's reaction to it. But I hope you guys enjoyed the first day of the festival. Let me know what you guys thought about it. Did you like it? Was it okay? How'd you feel about it in the comments? And yeah, that'll do it for me on this one, and I will catch you guys real soon in the next one.